All right, we are back. It is Techmath1. We're looking at chapter 3. We're in the blue book on page 109. So, fractional equations, everybody's favorite. So let's look at number 1. They have t over t minus 1. And it says, what does that mean? That means t divided by quantity t minus 1. That's what's going on there. And then I wanted to jump to number 7. So 7, we've got y times quantity y minus 3 over y. What that is equal to. And then for part B, we've got x plus 8 in parentheses times quantity 4 times x plus 8. All right. So what this is basically saying is, look, if I multiply this, we could distribute it over the top. Don't do that. We would want to basically think of that as an entity and say y times that over y, and then just cancel the y's. So that would just be y minus 3. Same with that, x plus 8. You can't cancel individual things. You can't cancel just the x or just the 8, but you can take out the entire thing. The x plus 8, that binomial, can be canceled because it's that being multiplied by 4 and then being divided by x plus 8. So this cancels this entirely. And that's 4. What you cannot do is take pieces. If there's x plus 8 over x, you couldn't do anything with it. You can't just cancel x's. So when it's like a binomial, it's all or nothing. As long as it's the exact same binomial, you can totally cancel it. All right, what about solving proportions? Like number 11, 12 is equal to 3x over 2. So what you do there, it's an equation. We're going to cross multiply and solve. So you get 3x times 1 equals 12 times 2. That is 3x equals 24. And now we solve that equation. So divide by 3, divide by 3. X is equal to 8. All right, then on to number 16. Same dog, different fleas. 1 is equal to 3y minus 5 over 2y. We cross multiply and solve. Remember, this is 1 over 1, so 2y is equal to 3y minus 5. Red row over the 3y over. Negative 1y is equal to negative 5. Divide by negative 1. And y is equal to 5. All right. Lovely. Let's do number 18 next. So number 18, we've got 4 is equal to y over y minus 1. Again, proportion, cross, multiply, and solve. So I've got 4 times quantity y minus 1 equals 1 times y. That's just 1y, and that's 4y minus 4. And now we want to get all the variables over to one side, so minus 4y, minus 4y. Negative 4 is equal to negative 3y. Remember, there was a positive 1 there, so 1 and negative 4 is negative 3. Divide by negative 3, and a negative divided by negative is a positive. 4/3. All right. Again, if they don't tell you any context, it's not money, it's not, we don't know if it's a slope, we don't know what it is, then just, you can leave it improper, 4/3. If you want, you could write it 1 1/3 if you want to write it as a mixed number, but you do not have to. And then the last one I want to do in that section, 21, is 1 equals 5 over quantity 10 minus d. Again, cross multiply and solve. So we have 10 minus d is equal to 5. Just get all the numbers to the right side. Negative d is equal to negative 5, and then divide on negative 1. Be careful about losing that negative. Lots of students forget about that little detail. And math is all about the detail. All right? So that was 3.1. Let's take a look at 3.2. And we're looking at number 23. Again, really just more of the same. They just added one little wrinkle. We have to do the distributive property with the 3 also. So that's going to be over 1. So we cross multiply and solve. So 3y minus 1. It's times 1, but that's just going to be 3. And 5 times 1. So 3 times y minus 1 is equal to 5. 3y minus 3 is equal to 5. Add 3. And 8. And divide by 3. And 8/3. All right, so just 8/3. Let's look at 26. Same deal. Little harder numbers. I don't know though, because 1 is kind of tough to work with. You know, you don't really think about that. This might be a little easier. Let's see. We've got 2 times 5 times quantity x minus 2 equals 1 times 1. So that is 10 times x minus 2 is equal to 1. 10x minus 20 is equal to 1. Add 20 and then divide by 10. Careful, I just about wanted to just add, when I did 1 plus 20, I almost just left it 20 because I was looking ahead thinking, oh, I want to divide it by 10. So be careful, you got to follow the rules. It's a ugly fractional answer. It was an ugly fractional question. So no problems there. But sometimes your brain gets ahead of you and you want it to work out to be a whole number. So all of a sudden 1 plus 20 just stays 20. All right, so careful about that. Let's get 28. We got 2 is equal to y minus 7 over quantity 3 times y plus 2. So again, cross multiply and solve. So 2 times 3 times y plus 2 is equal to 1 times y minus 7. So that's just going to be y minus 7. This is going to be 6. So y plus 2 is equal to y minus 7. 6y plus 12 is y minus 7. And so now we go back into chapter 2. We did this where subtract 1y. 5y plus 12 equals negative 7. Subtract 12. And 5y is equal to negative 19, and divide by 5. So the difference being, back in chapter 2, most of our answers worked out really nicely. And so far, all of these answers are pretty ugly. All right, so that was 3.2. Let's press on. We'll do 3.3. So 3.3, we're looking at number 30. We've got 1 is equal to 5y over 2 minus 3. So this, we want to isolate the proportion first. So we're going to actually add 3 to both sides. Get 4 is equal to 5y over 2. Now we can cross multiply and solve. So 5y equals 8, and then divide by 5. Y is equal to 8/5. All right, let's look at 32. That is 7 is equal to 10 minus 5 over 2m. So again, We want to isolate this, so we'll subtract 10 from both sides. So we get negative 3 equal to negative 5 over 2m. And remember that's over 1, so cross multiply and solve. Negative 3 times 2m equals 1 times negative 5. So that is negative 6m is equal to negative 5. And then divide both sides by negative 6. A negative divided by negative is a positive 5/6. All right. Oh, they did it. Oh, what did they do? I see. They multiplied everything by the denominator. I think how I did it was easier, but here, just so you see what happened, what they did, they just thought of it slightly different. Like here, 5y over 2 minus 3. Since it's an equation, instead of just doing a proportion and like cross multiplying, which I think is easier, how I did it, but you be the judge. This is what they said. They said, look, I'm going to get rid of that fraction. I'm going to multiply everything by 2. So they threw a 2 in there and there and there. And so now this becomes 1 times 2, which is 2. This, the 2's cancel, so it's 5y. That becomes a minus 6. And now you solve that equation. So add 6. 8 is equal to 5y, and divide by 5. 8/5 is equal to y. I think this way is easier, but I don't know. If that way is easier for you, do it that way. I don't care which way you do it. So you're getting 8/5. All right, that was 3/3. Let's take a look at 3/4. Oh, that's proportions, so more of the same. Okay, 3/4 and 3/5. Let's see how much time we got left here. It's 12 minutes. I'll do another video with 3/4 and 3/5.